my music right now, so we're gonna have to just deal without it. So I'm gonna take a sip. This is a mixture of Moscato Rose with red Moscato. Not too bad. So how y'all doing on this early Saturday morning? Where am I from? I am from Long Island, originally from Baltimore, Maryland. So, yeah. So, I wanted to talk about reassurance in relationships. Because I realize that a lot of us are in kind of one-sided relationships. Relationships that are not quite serving us the way they should. And not giving, positivity and such. So I wanted to address that because recently, and I'm also going to give a story time, I recently was with, I'm going to say a friend, but now they're associate, they've dropped down in status. But I had been working with someone, thought they were a friend, and because there was a difference of opinion, or not even difference of opinion, of how I matter in the situation. We have people that we work with and everything like that, and I noticed that sometimes we take people for granted, that are willing to work with us for free and do things for free for us and everything like that. And I find that, people are just willing to take, and not reassure a person in a relationship that they're wanted and needed. Sometimes you don't need monetary, you don't need money, or you don't need that kind of a validation of your work. It might just be the reassurance that you're good at what you do, and that's in any relationship. This was a working relationship, and it still counts. Like I said, a relationship is a relationship because you're building with that person, you're working with that person. However, you want to be reassured. People want to know that they're doing a good job, right? I had a conversation with my brother the other day, and he was talking about how doctors, how they feel that, during the pandemic, banging pans and stuff like that. And that was reassurance to them, right? That was reassurance to them that they're saving lives out here. We're being appreciative of them, and so and so forth. So just like how that is a relationship with our doctors and stuff like that, in our relationships overall, we need to show that we are appreciative and we are thankful for the people that are in our lives, and not just saying I love you. Reassurance isn't like, you're amazing, this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you, or I would have never gone through this hard time if it hadn't been for your wisdom or your kindness or whatever the case might be. But I feel that we do not really show things and reassure people why we have them in our lives, why we need them in our lives, because people serve a purpose. People feel like, oh, they're in my life just because. No, everybody serves a purpose in your life, whether it be to be a friend, a court jester, or as a significant other. People serve roles in your life. I'm sorry, let me look at some of these I haven't read. Angelo Magalori 29 says, stressed out, gotta get up at 5 for work, can't sleep. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Damn, it does suck when you can't sleep. It does suck. Recently I've been waking up at like 3 and 4 in the morning, so I can definitely understand that. My sleep has been broken numerous amount of times, especially since I have a dog that doesn't know when to go to bed. So yeah, I completely understand you on that. And Mr. Jimmy Blanco said that's a fat. Reassurance is 100%. Yeah, we really need to show people that we care. And I'm big on reassurance. I, recently was in a relationship, and I feel like we don't tell people what they mean to us. It makes that person feel like they're not wanted, they're not validated in why, we're sharing a world and a life with them, And so I feel like we need to reassure the people in our life why they're important to us. And I say this because we all, I know, I talk to both men and women on my live because we both need reassurance. I feel that a lot of times, and it's a weird place, right? Because women want reassurance that we're the only woman that you want, that our poom poom is the best poom poom you've ever had. We want to be reassured that we're the focus in your life, right? The same thing with a man, he wants to be reassured that you only have eyes for him. He got the best D in the world, and that he can come to you and be vulnerable, right? Because a man needs reassurance that he can be vulnerable. A lot of times we don't allow space for a man to be vulnerable, for him to be able to really break down and say, this is what's stressing me out, this is what's causing rough times for me, and so I believe that we all need reassurance in different ways, but I feel like, honestly, women are more vocal about the reassurance that we need. And I know a lot of times, men might say, oh my goodness, women always need a reassurance. Women are always asking. And that's true. But think about it. There's so many of us women, right? As we're going to talk about the disparity between how many men are there and how many women are out there. So with society focusing on the beauty of women, right? BBLs, lip injections, weave, nails, all this. And then you have social media, right? So you see the girls that have had surgery and then the natural bodies and all this kind of stuff. So a woman wants to be reassured that her man still is interested in her, because we see women are inundated. And I don't know if men are, if a man is, please come into the live and share your input on it. But I feel like, or see that women need more reassurance because we're inundated with what a woman should look like or what a woman should be. And I mean, I see there are sites and blogs and everything that talk about men, but I feel that we just don't see it. We just don't see the aggression towards men. We know that some men might get pec implants and ab implants and stuff like that, but that's not the usual. A man is either happy with his body or he's going to the gym, and so I don't feel that a man has to, yes, we want to reassure our man that he's sexy and he's beautiful and everything like that, but I don't feel like men are inundated with the same things that women are inundated with as far as how they should be, of Instagram pages speaking to women and about validation and stuff like that. And it's just because we're constantly inundated with Meg Thee Stallions, Cardi B's, and everything like that. And as regular women, be reassured that they're just as sexy and just as wonderful as the females that her man is liking. And that definitely talks to another thing, because they were saying how do men feel about, or men shouldn't like other women's pages. You know, they should be harping and going crazy for their woman's page. And I feel that too. You know, I really do feel that oftentimes we take people for granted, which goes into the reassurance. We need to let people know why they are important to us. You know, I had just posted in my stories about not just saying I love you, because I love you is kind of lazy. And because everybody says I love you now, you know. And I was a big on the not saying I love you to like people that are like associates, you know. I was one of those people that was like, I don't say I love you to associates because I don't know you like that. That's weird. But as I got older, I kind of stopped doing that because I'm like, I love the world. You know, I'm from a mental health, social services background. So yes, I love the world. I love the people, you know, so that's why I kind of do this, because I know that we have so many voices that tell us about relationships and everything. I am coming from my own point of view, sharing my stories, my years of life, me even being a therapist in mental health. Like, we all don't have the answers. That's why there's so many of them. And I know I don't like go on my platform and just post about relationships on my page per se, because at the end of the day, modeling is the focus for this. But I always want to help people do better, be better, you know, if I can. And I'm constantly on the mend to do better, be better, you know. So with that being said, I oftentimes was a person that just like, you know, I care about you, right? You know, I love you, right? That's good, but you need to give more meat when you tell a person or reassure a person what they mean to you. Tell them, oh my goodness, you know, I love your cooking. Your cooking is always great. It's always, you know, whenever you cook, it's always made with love. And I feel that through your cooking, and I enjoy it immensely. Like, go above and beyond to reassure and let people know why they're in your life, why you love them. Because sometimes we feel, or at least I felt, that I've been in people's lives just because we've known each other for a really long time. You know, like I've known this person for like 6 years, so of course, love you, you know. You're my homie. But why? Why have I formulated a friendship with you? Why have I built with you? Why do I want to build a family with you? You know, all these things. And so we need to reassure people how much they mean to us. And I try to do that honestly on a daily basis, you know, with friends, family, and associates, you know, that I couldn't have gotten as far with certain things if they weren't there in my corner. He was recently on here, Team Awesome Renzo. Renzo is an awesome supporter. Like, he rocks with me. I rock with him. I love his positivity, how he uplifts other Black cosplayers in the community and everything. And so welcome to Kaynichole After Dark. If you've missed anything, you can always watch the new episodes on my YouTube page, link in bio. Also, if you want to see any of my erotic sensual work, it is in my Kaynichole OnlyFans, or go through my Kaynichole World of Kaynichole webpage, okay, to see any of my sexy erotic artwork. is there. So if you want to see anything from that you may have seen in my stories, if you want to see the full work, it is in my website and on my OF if you're interested in seeing that work. That's where I post all my sexy, erotic, boudoir and everything like that. I might give you a sample on the Instagram page, but it's just a sample, sweetheart. If you want the real deal Holyfield going back in the day, definitely check out the link in my bios. That's where you'll get all the tea, okay, all that great stuff. So back to, like I said, reassurance. We all need it. It fills our tank, okay? Everybody needs to have that reassurance tank filled. And do it constantly. Do it with purpose. Do it with intention of reassuring somebody, because sometimes we reassure people passively, like, yeah, you my girl, or I love you, I wouldn't go out with anybody. No, be intentional in your reassurance. Like, you're amazing. I've never had a supportive person like you. You're so supportive, or you're so this, or you're so that. So people know why you love them. Reassure them the purpose, and I feel like that's what we need more so. We need to let people know what they mean in our lives and constantly let them know and stress that. Life is short, and we need to let people know what they mean to us. And I feel like as I've been going through my timeline and seeing different things, I'm just noticing that we're not reassuring the people that we love why they're in our lives, why they mean what they mean to us. So I'm encouraging you, I'm challenging you, for the rest of this week, for, entering the month of June, that you reassure those that are in your corner, those that you love, why you love them. Don't just say it. Give a reason why. Give depth and breadth to why these people why you have relationships with them in the first place. So we need to reassure the people that we're with why we care about them, why we value them. I just don't see it enough. I just don't see enough people showcasing and telling each other why they love them, why they value them. We all need reassurance. We all have doubts. We all have concerns, whether we add up to what that person had in their mind, just different things that we may have doubts of or concerns about, reassurance about, it could be as simple as a person, as you dating somebody that's going on a weight loss journey, they might be getting frustrated. They might be feeling a type of way. You reassure your partner, like, come on, we can do this, whether male or female. Yeah, babe, we can do this. Let's think of different, meals that we can make together. Let's do, encouraging, reassure them that you're beautiful no matter what, even though they're on this journey. We just need to, come back to a time. My goodness, everybody's coming in now. It's come to a point in time where we really need to, just like I said, let our loved ones, our associate, our friends know what they mean to us and reassure. Because, of course, like I said, there's so many things that are out here to make us feel less than. Like I said, men are now starting to get BBLs and hair transplants and tummy tucks and all that, and to know and tell your man that he is absolutely gorgeous the way that he is. I mean, yes, if he wants to get his teeth fixed, then by all means, support that. But let that person know, like, teeth, no teeth, dentures, I love you because you're an amazing person. I love you because of this or that. Like I said, we don't build each other up enough. This world has been made to tear each other down. This world has been made to tear each other down, for us to find flaws in one another, for us to be able to, I'm just saying, there's so many that's why so many young girls are dying, go under the knife, because they see these other women and they see these men gravitating to them. And if these women, these men were reassured in their relationships, or reassured by the people that are around them that they are amazing and beautiful the way that they are, they would not be dying. They would not be willing to risk their life for beauty. And that's just a small fraction of what people are doing to feel reassured for themselves, and honestly, that might make you feel good on the outside, but again, it all starts here. Everything starts here. And how we see ourselves, how we think about ourselves, everything starts here. And if you don't have this right, none of this will be right. None of this will be right. We will always have a problem with this. And you'll always have a problem with what you see out there because of what's right here. So I'm saying, I'm challenging us, all of us, even myself, to do better. Reassure the ones, that there's people that are insecure in your life. Reassure them that they're loved, they're wanted, they're needed. We all need that, We all want to feel like, outside of having a purpose on this planet, that we're connected. Everybody wants to have a connection. If you tell me you don't, you're lying, because we are social creatures. A person that is in their own captivity by themselves goes crazy. That's why when men, anybody, but I used to work in a jail with mostly men. So, but yeah, when I had to put people in the hole, if you in the hole for more than a week, that can make you go nuts. So we need to reassure, build our relationships, build stronger connections with each other. That is my main spiel on this particular segment of Kaynichole After Dark. Love each other. Reassure your person that's who you want, because we all have doubts. We all have, and I might be projecting. Definitely could. But I'm always me, myself, wondering, am I being the best, doing the best? I'm very critical of myself. I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm hella critical of myself. And I think that's why when I look and judge other people, it's because I'm so critical of myself. So, and sometimes I'm like, I need to give myself reassurance, that I'm okay, that I'm good, but sometimes I'm not. And that's when we need outside factors. And that's when y'all play a role in helping reassure those that can no longer intrinsically reassure themselves that everything's going to be okay, that everything's going to be all right, that God is going to make a way, whatever that might be. Reassure the people in your life. Point blank, period. Because, like I said, we all need it. We all want to feel connected. We all want to feel loved. And that is what I'm encouraging. I encourage Black relationships. I encourage love. I can encourage connectivity. I encourage understanding. I encourage humility, building bridges so that we as Black men and women can have long-lasting relationships, have relationships that are generational, that we see grandpa and, mom, I think that's what they use in Philly, called mom, or the mama D's or whatever case might be, that we see 20, 40, 50 years of marriages and continue. An associate of mine, Brian King, and his lady, Natea, just celebrated their 16th wedding anniversary. 16 years. And that is amazing. I applaud them. I think that is so freaking beautiful. And I can only hope that I have the opportunity to have a 16-year marriage anniversary. So I just feel like, again, we're inundated. And I know it's repetitious, and I know people are coming in and coming through and everything, so sometimes I do repeat. That there's so much garbage out here that people don't know if they're coming or going, to tell you the truth. Like, I watch tonight's conversation and I see that so many people have bullshit with them. So many people have unnecessary baggage. Some have, it's insane out here. And so when you have good ones around you, yes, I feel like you need to reassure them why they need to be there and why they're in your life. Because a lot of people think the grass is greener on the other side. I mean, they make songs about it and everything like that. Like, people feel like what they see out there is better than what's right there in front of them. And sometimes you have to reassure them that no, what's over there is not better than what's right here. The grass is green where you water it. The grass is green where you pay attention, where you put your miracle grow. So don't look over there. Reassure the people that are around you right here that they don't need to go over there. Build, connect, love, shelter. All of those are in reassurance. And that is, I'm going to say, a foundation to a relationship. One of them, there's so many pillars and so many parts to the foundation to build this house of matrimony, love, and everything like that. There's so much that is part of it, the brick and the mortar and everything. And that's just one single part of it. Reassure the people that you love why they're with you, why you want them, why you love them. And yeah, it starts young. Once you reassure, and instill that safety, it'll just strengthen, and I encourage you to do that with your kids. If you have children, reassure them that they're amazing, reassure them that they're awesome, and they will continue to carry that, you know, into their teenage years, into their adulthood, you know. Just pour into the person, pour into your relationships. You know, I just don't feel like enough people are doing that these days, and they're eyeing and looking at other things that are outside of the relationship that does not serve them. Ziptown G says, looking gorgeous, voice is sexy, and legs looking smooth. Thank you. And I do try. Upkeep is not easy. But yeah, that's it is going on 2 o'clock. Let me let you guys go. It was great talking to you, speaking with you. And yeah, if there's anything that you guys would like for me to talk about, please DM me. Let me know what you're interested in talking about as far as relationships, as far as dating. Let's discuss it. Let's make a conversation out of it, because this is what we need to do. We need to have conversations. You know, a lot of us don't have confidants or friends that keep us accountable, you know, and I'm all about accountability. I'm all about oneness, honestly. So you have a beautiful and blessed weekend. Show my wine, but I'll just finish that off camera. So you all have a wonderful evening. Stay safe. And above all, always keep your crown straight.